Nick is a scientist. He's Morty's grandfather. He doesn't believe in school and anything, but just science.
So what do they do?
They go on adventures. They go into different dimensions. They go into space.
That's wild, bro. You won't like it.
They come across.
I can tell you now. You won't like it.
Really?
It's too out. It's too out there, bro.
I love it.
There's no. They don't really get. There's no real reality in it, like realism.
But why do people like them? That's what I can't understand.
It's wild, man.
It's a what's that thing called? Psychological type of thing.
Okay.
So like it's like that thing where you're like, oh, no way. At the end, like when you see the whole series how it works, at the end there's a mad plot twist and everything else just makes sense and it's like, oh my god.
It's wild.
So you might miss it also.
Yeah, you might definitely. You must watch it twice, like easily.
I'm on my third time now.
Definitely, you need more than one watch.
Okay.
But yeah.
Brief us, and then we begin.
No, we're done. I mean, we are. We in. We're already in.
Have we started?
Yeah, looks like they're recording.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This is like doing it. Oh.
What?
Just find yourself doing it. Sorry, guys. Apologies.
Welcome to the Funnyness podcast. I go with the name of Mazizi. This beautiful young man next to me is Dakes.
Me, beautiful.
And that wonderful light-skinned gentleman over there is Jediael Bauer.
Jet Bauer. Yeah. Jet Bauer.
All the way from Pietermaritzburg, originally.
Yeah.
Durban.
Is that?
Was it Durban?
Yeah.
Yeah. Pietermaritzburg and
Why?
Durban people, they don't like each other.
But where did I hear Pietermaritzburg?
No, Pietermaritzburg people don't like us.
No, but
We have
Durban
no
don't
problem.
want Maritzburg.
They don't want to claim.
Durban don't. They say
No,
no.
but
not
Maritzburg
proud.
has hot girls, right? That's like the
Is
Cape
it?
Town of KZN. Yeah.
True,
Maritzburg
Is
has
it?
all
True.
the fire hands, bro.
I
True.
didn't-
There are nice hands in Durban, but you're Maritzburg, though.
Yeah.
yeah.
But small town mentality.
Small towns.
it?
But that's where you get the best girls.
Yeah.
But she know nothing, but
Like
But
Coxted,
it's nice, yeah.
hey, Coxted has nice girls.
Cockstead. That's
Those
what I always
farm
say.
places.
That's where a lot of
Harding.
colored people are from
Yeah.
Durban, yeah. But why? Bruh, this is not, like, why do people from Durban refuse to speak Afrikaans?
It's not that we refuse, bro. It's just that it's not a thing, bro. It is more Zulu than Afrikaans.
Yeah, but I feel like it's a deliberate ploy. Like, you'll rose up against this Afrikaans. Because no one, whether you Zulu, even white people from
Yeah,
Durban.
you're probably right, actually. Yeah,
What happened there?
I don't know.
Or they
bro.
scheme like they defeated the
For me, it's like this. The what you call Van Riebeck and them. They never came to KZN at all.
Yeah.
They
Oh.
stopped in Cape Town.
they
Yeah,
never
sure.
went there.
We had the English. That's how come we don't say car, we say car. Because the English
Yeah.
came. You check.
Oh.
Yeah, so we pronounce was like more
You'll
like the
speak.
English.
Oh, you'll speak like,
But
yeah,
with
like
like,
the
a
Geordies.
Zulu
like the George.
Yeah,
tone,
yeah,
like
yeah.
a Zulu underlying tone.
Yeah.
And then like with the colored people, like because of my mother name being Indian and all. So it's like also like a little bit of Indian, but it's like very, like in Durban, colored people in Durban speak exactly like this. Like how I talk now.
Yeah.
But it gets like deeper, like 1 to O's is like the sex. You check what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah.
See me when I'm vying with a prize, we vie over here, we tell us thing here, we tell us thing here, we say 3,
Yeah.
we check
Yeah.
hundreds. You see, like,
Yeah, it gets crazy.
but then
They butcher
Afrikaans,
English.
nah, bro. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the thing.
Yeah. But Afrikaans is nice. Do you like Afrikaans? You speak it?
Yeah,
Maybe.
I know some Afrikaans. That's how come I have those jokes, because I know what those words mean.
Yeah.
But like at craft, I'm starting to learn a lot.
But
But I won't talk.
Do people speak to you in Afrikaans?
Yeah, they
when
speak
see
to me.
you?
Yeah, they speak to me in Afrikaans all the time, bro.
'Cause
Because
they
either
think
way you
you're
look at
white.
me,
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, I must speak Afrikaans.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. So then they're like, nah, blah, 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 yeah. Then I understand, but then I answer in
in English.
If I don't understand, then I just very nicely say, pardon. I don't say, I don't understand.
Yeah,
I just
pardon
say,
is
pardon.
good.
Pardon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pardon.
No, we
I
don't
beg
use
your
pardon in
pardon.
the township. We don't use pardon.
Huh?
Yeah. Hello. Wat sê jy?
The guys are like, goeiemorgen. I'm like,
Yeah, you must know. You don't understand.
Customer service.
even spell
but
that?
there's not much Afrikaans, bro. Like our parents and stuff, like from the farms and all.
Yeah.
They can speak Afrikaans because they grew up like in the farms and stuff. Even in Durban, like it's like that. Yeah. Then you get your white people that live in like Hillcrest, like more up in the mountains, like where it's colder.
Hey, I've never been, eh?
They speak
Durban?
Afrikaans.
Have you been?
I have.
Durban.
Yeah, I was there last 2020.
In the lockdown.
No, I don't.
Yo.
I don't play.
Sorali's gonna fetch you. Like,
I was in Cape Town. I was in Durban during level 5, bro.
Yeah,
Yo.
I was out there. It was nice because it's empty, bro.
Did you
Streets
go
are
to
empty.
bus?
No, plane. I had working papers.
I also had a certificate to drive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but after, you know what? It was a big flex to be essential. Suddenly.
Yeah, be essential
Like, that
worker,
was
bro.
stupid in life. I'm like, bruh, you didn't get girls, never, ever now. You're getting girls because you were
Essential
essential.
You're the only one that can come pick someone
Yeah,
up
you
and
do
be like,
the
yo,
work,
let's
bro.
roll.
Yeah. But you know what was the weirdest thing for me? This was the weirdest thing. Like, the condoms were sold out. Like, for who? If you were on lockdown with your significant other. No? What
But
were they
apparently
preventing?
there was a spike in cheating during lockdown, bro. There was a steady incline.
Lockdown made it
Like
very
cheating
easy to
was
cheat.
strong. The culture of cheating
Yeah.
thrived during lockdown, bro.
I don't understand it, bruh. Now that it's harder, they do it more.
Bro, we
That's
like
what
the
she
challenge,
said.
God, this guy is that sis.
The
Yeah.
challenge, bro,
Yeah.
of doing it.
Yeah, but life, the new normal. What do you think of the new normal? How life is now? Do you think we even back to normal? Masks, we still need to wear masks.
Yeah.
Is it?
I don't like that everywhere, like clubs and stuff close at like 2 the latest.
No, every club.
I haven't been to one since lockdown that's open later than 2. Okay, besides like Soweto.
Yeah, but they are
No,
clubs,
clubs
that
are going
pushing
on
till
late now.
Like
Till
which?
6.
Please tell me, bro.
Do you want to go?
Yeah.
We'll
But
show
not
you.
clubs like nightclubs. I mean like Greenside vibes, Melville vibes, like that
okay.
type of thing.
Yo, but it's also
Oh.
dangerous. I want to be there
Yeah.
after.
But I don't go to nightclubs.
Yeah, anymore.
Hey, clubs are.
Bro, I've been going to
and it's just-
nightclubs from like high school.
Yeah,
times
I
and
feel
shit.
like I went too young in life. I always had older
Yeah.
friends, so I was exposed to a lot, you know.
Yeah.
I went to clubs a lot.
Yeah.
Now that I'm a bit older, I'm like, what was I even thinking?
Plus,
coming
clubbing
here?
is not the same now. Now it's
Sure.
all like it's a
Must be
social
flashy.
hierarchy.
Yeah.
You know, it's all about status. Like
But
who
it
has
is-
the most
but it-
bottles
guys,
and
Yeah.
who's wearing the most
But it was
expensive
like
shoes
there's
shit.
since
you want.
school. If you look at it since school, there's always the cool kids, the haves, the have-nots, you know. These ones from the township.
But I mean, it's a club. We all supposed to come and dance.
you must
enjoy
all
the
dance
music.
Let
together.
loose, bro. Yeah.
You know, that's what the club
I
is
must
all
be there
about.
to be cool,
Now
bro.
you must be like, oh yeah, nah, buddy.
Must be cool that time, bro.
We just flip the coals over there, cuz.
Yeah, bro.
Hey,
Try
careful,
buy-
don't tramp my Balenciagas over there, buddy.
Why you hire a pipe that's more expensive than the one you have at home, bro?
Ex-
Yo.
That you bought, bro.
Yeah.
Cheaper, bro.
And
But
that's
That
why
one
I-
was 80 bucks.
Yeah,
You know,
That
from the
time was not even
Pakistani.
smoking lacquer.
Yeah.
Because they didn't break the coal, you check? They're scared to touch the coal because their hands are going to get dirty and all.
It's trash.
Ah.
Well, which club are you talking about, guys? Let's deal with the root
All
of
the
the problem.
clubs are like that. There's
All
even a
of
club in Durban actually called Rich.
I heard about a rich and famous.
Yeah, that's
The
the
other
one.
day-
That's the one in Northcliffe.
Northcliffe.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
that's opposite.
Apparently,
But
there
you
was
get
some
that
form of a comedy show going on there.
Yeah, I was there.
How
How was
there?
it?
You were there?
There was a table of friends, and then Jason and his 2 people, and then Pongani and his girl.
Damn.
Yeah,
You know exactly who was there.
Yeah.
And I went on first because I had to vibe back to my gig
Mm.
because it was a
That
Wednesday.
was Wednesday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we won't get into that, but yeah, it was a weird show actually. Also, my energy level was like super low too.
Mm.
I just wanted to like vibe to the next gig.
Hey, gig hopping. gig hopping is hard work.
Yeah.
Man. Like,
I'd rather do one gig and stay at
Yeah.
that venue the whole night.
because anything can
6
also happen to you in between gigs, bro.
Yeah.
That's why you always hear DJs are dying.
Why do you laugh when you say that?
Do DJs die also? Oh yeah, I saw that video of those O's that were performing, and then everyone was just standing with their arms folded and watching them on the stage like this.
Wait.
Yeah, what was that? You didn't see? It was even trending now in the week.
Who was the DJs?
I don't know. I don't know. Some guy wearing like big saggy sweatpants,
Yeah.
and he's like performing, like
Going in,
going
but the crowd
in,
is
bro,
like
and the people
local.
are going in. Yeah, bro. And then like the first row, like the people are crossing their arms and just looking at him, and they're not even like swaying, or they're literally just standing. There's even an
big crowd.
albino O. Yeah, there's even an albino O standing there just staring. It was trending. I can't remember what was it. Wait, let me Google.
No, don't Google.
Wait, before you Google, tell us about Thirst.
Okay, yeah. So at the moment, it's just the show, right, that we're running. So what we're trying to do with us is basically like what you guys are doing with Funnyness, etc. To like start putting on shows, bigger shows, get headline acts and all of that there.
Okay.
I wanna take the shows to Durban, take the shows to Cape Town, all over, you know what I'm saying? Except take comedians and shit, we go all over. So that's the plan. So now, since it's my first time, running this thing at my age also. So we're going with this year just to gain all the experience and knowledge of the game and the industry and how it actually works, you know. And then we build in better relationships with the comics and stuff like that. We build in relationships with venues, things like that there. We're going around, we're marketing, we're talking to people. Basically the most thing that's helping the marketing now is the
Social
word
media.
of mouth, etc.
Yeah.
But more than the social media.
More than
like,
social media.
yeah,
Definitely
except-
word of mouth.
So bro, the word of mouth shit, bro. Like we talk to people about it, and then like maybe not next week, but you'll see that they'll come.
Yeah.
You know, and then it's like growing now. At least it's like people that we don't even know that's there,
That's coming through.
and they're like, no, oh sorry, we're looking for the comedy.
Yeah.
They be like, nah, it's over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So
now
we
the
just
name
need to-
Thirst, how did it come about?
So we wanted to do a Thursday gig. Now Thursday is my favorite day to drink.
Yeah, Thirsty Thursday.
Yeah.
Thursday.
So
Who's that
we were
Thursday?
gonna call it Thursday comedy. Luckily that didn't work out because those now in Sanson have that Thursday comedy thing.
Mm.
Same name that you all
Yeah,
wanted to do.
bro.
Thursday.
How weird is that? So lucky we didn't go with that. So then we said, okay, we got a Wednesday. But then I was like, hey, but this Thursday thing sounds like
Yeah.
Mm.
I like for
So
me,
then
I
we
thought
just
it had
went
to
with
do
it,
with
it's,
girls. Like when I came through, I was expecting to see girls because the
it's a
first was-
thing. It's a thing of it's whatever you think. Bro. Do you know what I mean?
You expect to see girls
Whatever
everywhere.
you thirsty for.
Yeah.
But this is like for
To quench
comedy.
your
Yeah.
comedy thirst.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
You check.
That is a nice place.
So that's the thing behind it. And
Yeah.
also it sounds like a thirst comedy.
Yeah. So is it just you, or is it you and your
No,
your
it's
friends?
myself, the guy who DJs Mahara.
Mara, yes.
He also does all the editing and stuff. Him and I do all the shooting.
Cool.
He does all the editing and stuff for the videos, the posters, all of that. Then there's Khabani, you know Khabani, the
Yeah.
Moloi. Yeah, he's also a comedian, so he also hosts the show with me. Also busy getting comics and
Cool.
stuff. And then there's Abdullah, he's like our PR guy. Like he gets us, like he got us the interview on the paper and all that stuff. Yeah, he's talking to sponsors and shit like that. Yeah, that's Abdullah.
Mm.
Yeah, so it's just the four of us. And so it's Mara and I, we part of Horizon Entertainment. So that's our visuals company. Where we do, like, we focus more on videography,
Mm.
but we do all visuals. There's three of us, and then there's Falls, which is Khabani and Abdullah. So they do like events, like they're doing a rock show now in April. I think it's on the 9th at Smoking Kills in Melville. They're
Yeah.
doing a
You did
Punky
mention.
Pigs, yeah. They're doing a rock show there. Khabani is like mad with the editing, like graphics. Yo, he's
Yeah, I
fire.
saw him
bruh.
drawing like
Yo,
just
say,
waiting
bro,
for his set.
that guy is never not drawing. Like if he's not, even while he's talking to you, bro, he's drawing.
Yeah.
bruh.
This is true.
Always, bro. The man just draws all the time, bruh.
Yeah.
And he's fire, bro.
Mm.
So yeah, we all have the same goal, which is basically events and shit like that, and entertainment and involving everyone, because now after lockdown things are flat, you know.
Yeah. There's
So
nowhere to go.
yeah,
Mm.
in like a comedy type
Yeah.
of way, you know.
Yeah.
There was that time when we started, the Sixers wasn't even on yet. Remember, Sixers
Yeah.
only started after.
Yeah.
So
So what's your
yeah.
take on working like in the industry, like working together, like with other, I wouldn't call it your competitors,
But,
But-
that's what they are.
but your
essentially.
competitors, yeah.
colleagues? I don't know.
Colleagues is a friendly word.
Okay, so what is the question?
What's your take on like working, or maybe
Like
let's say as a
collaborating,
collective, yeah,
yes.
collaborating with.
I mean, I don't mind. I
No,
don't.
but
mind.
I mean, as you started the journey on
Yeah.
Thirst, right?
Yeah.
Have you had any like sort of friction or like?
Nah, not at all, bruh. I feel like I'm the most pleasant person ever, bro. For me, myself, that's how I feel. Like
Yeah.
the only time a person is not gonna like me is if I'm like too drunk
Yeah,
and then I'm like obnoxious and stuff. You know? Other than that, bro,
hundreds.
I'm too peaceful. Even if there's like friction or whatever, then I'm chilled about it. I sort it out, bro. Like I don't like all that. There was like weirdish vibes. I don't know, but maybe it was just me, so I didn't like think much about it. And then like just carried on like normal. And then yeah, everything was fine.
And then what like? I know we went serious a bit.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
in terms of like, because I think the comedy space is very divided.
Yeah, it is
And
actually.
everyone's doing their own thing. The Vanek scene's doing their own thing.
Yeah.
Everyone's on their own
On their
and
own
trying to
vibe.
build their own empires of comedy. What would you say it would take for everyone to sort of unite and create a proper industry so that not just one person or a few people win, but everyone wins?
Yo, they say that's broad. That's very broad. They say, yo, say it again? No, say it again.
I'm saying, what do you think it would take
Yeah.
for the comedy industry,
Like to all
particularly
combine.
the comedy
Yeah.
So,
stand-up
okay.
comedy space?
So you got Funnyness, it's going and everything, hundreds, you know. Everyone's Soweto, like they got their things, the Vernacos, everyone's pushing their thing, like you said, right? Are you gonna leave that, or do we gonna just do it all together? We're gonna do it
Right.
all together, right?
All together. I believe there's some.
While you're still running each show, you
Yeah.
get together and you make the whole thing work together.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
bring all the audiences and everything together and stuff.
Maybe not necessarily bring the audiences together, but in a way where, you know, if I start a gig, let's say I start a gig in Greenside, for example,
Yeah.
and it's like across the and we
On
do
a Wednesday also.
Oh, like that would cause friction. Obviously, that would
Definitely, bro.
But like, how do we then, if I say, okay, Jediael, I really want to get into the space of Greenside, how do we now work together so that we don't
So
chow from each
Can
other?
we take the whole green side?
No, but essentially everyone must have their own people.
Yeah.
I feel. You know?
How?
That's why,
comedy.
bruh.
It's
Just
comedy.
think, okay,
You can't
and it's the
control
same
the
comedy.
No,
people.
but in other parts of the world, you know,
And comedians will go.
but in other parts of the world, you know the convenience. These hoes are doing 5 gigs a night on the same street, bro. Like, why can't we do it here? Now we fighting
Yeah,
for 5
actually.
Well,
hours.
the thing
You're
is
right.
If we provided those space for everyone, people will even come compete. Like, hey, I want to hit 3 of those clubs that night.
but my thing is that the crowd as it is already small
Yeah.
compared to music scene. Music scene, everyone listens to music. There's no one person who doesn't listen to
Yeah.
music.
Comedy scene is very
Comedy,
small,
like,
yeah.
there's not a lot of people. Like, if we go
No one
walk
listens
now
to
down
jokes.
the road and say, yo, have you been to a stand-up comedy? No, they will be like, I mean, I was doing Prince the other day, and I get to the print shop, I'm talking to a guy, he sees it says Funnyness.
Yeah.
He says, what do you guys do? I'm like, well, we do comedy. He's like, oh, well, I should have figured by the name. Then I'm like, well, yeah. Then he's like what kind of comedy? I explained to him, you know, we do content, but we also do stand-up
Stand-up,
shows and
yeah.
stuff. Then he's like, oh, okay. Have you guys been on TV? I'm like, it's not really important, but yeah, we've been on various platforms. Then he's like, all right. Then he's like, yeah, man. Do you guys work with anyone famous? Then I'm like, who's famous? Then he's like, the only comedians I know. Then he goes, Trevor Noah. Trevor Noah. And like,
yes,
but that's
yes,
what people know.
They don't know, but I don't blame anyone, bruh. Because even me, before I started doing comedy, I didn't know there's a circuit that exists and the shows you can go to during the week.
Yeah.
We don't know. People don't know. Like, you ask them, come to a show on a Wednesday. They're like, on a Wednesday? Are you all mad? I'm like, no, this thing happens every day.
Yeah.
We're on the stage every day.
People always
don't
ask,
know.
don't you have shows on weekends?
Yeah,
Like,
hey,
hey, hardly. It's only like big shows
you
that
can't
happen on the
compete with
weekend.
the
The
music,
weekend shows,
Yeah.
no.
music stuff on
Yeah.
weekends.
Also, yeah, they want to
clubs
go
and
to
all of
groove
them.
on the weekend.
It's tough. But like in essence, I'm not trying to say like how do you know the solution to solve the issue of comedy? But do you recognize that we have an issue in the industry?
Yeah, I see it, Ixi. I see it. And there's I was listening to, you know, that Mario's live, what is it called?
Laughter on Lockdown.
Laughter, yeah. It was on with Alfred Adrian the one time, and he was saying that the thing is like, no one owes you anything.
Yeah.
Type of vibes, you know. Everyone feels entitled, and then they bicker and then they bitter towards each other, like maybe because the other was doing better than you. Now you, like, maybe he started after you, and now he's doing better than you. And then now let's say this now he starts his own gig. Now you invite to this tune in for like time, and he's like, hey, the lineup is full. Come next week. Not like in a funny way or whatever. But then now this is in the comment saying, this we say you only started comedy now. You don't even want to put me on the lineup, you know, like that type of thing. And that's how it actually is. When I used to be like that, they're not like that extreme like that, like, but it was in a sense where I used to like feel like, hey, like sad, like, hey, I'm not like good enough for something. Like if I tune, hey, can I get a spot and whatever? And I was like, hey, no, it's full. And I'm like, hey, fuck, But for myself,
Yeah, sure.
not for the you check. So yeah, I feel like a lot of people just don't have the right energy.
But
They're doing the right things and all. They don't take the craft away from them. It's just
I
a
like,
mindset, bro.
in terms of putting on shows, like when it comes to comedy, stand up, right? Putting on shows and then your stage performances is obviously two different things. You feel like as a young comic still also, you know, do you feel like you need to be, there's some people that need to be in charge of putting on shows and that? Like, you feel like it's fair that you also have to put on shows while still trying also to be funny at the same time?
Yeah.
Or you don't mind doing the things together?
Yeah, it's lucky, bro.
You
I
enjoy
it,
learning.
but the thing is, so me, I'm a very lazy I'm the most lazy There'll be no dishes in the sink, except I'll leave a teaspoon there. I won't even wash it, bro. I'm the most lazy except. So by running the gig, I know I have to go. There's no way I can't, because if it wasn't that, bro, I'll be
So you're
like,
tricking yourself into
today,
working.
yeah. I'll be like, today, I don't feel like going. I'm tired, work. Sit down, watch TV, eat, get high, sleep.
Speaking about that, just to get away from the comedy a bit, do you watch cartoons?
No. Yo, I love cartoons, bro.
What kind of cartoons though?
Adult. Both.
Okay.
Like I watched the
Are they
Loud
adult
House.
cartoons?
Yeah, Rick and Morty.
It's an adult cartoon.
Yeah,
It's an adult
they
cartoon.
swear
Adult
and everything.
content, yes. Sex, they've got violence,
Family Guy.
all sorts of nonsense that happens there.
Yeah.
I thought you stopped watching cartoons like at a certain age.
No, bro.
No, I still watch the children cartoons.
I'm a
also,
cartoon
bro.
addict. I can't sleep without watching cartoons.
No way.
I tell you, I can't sleep.
I watch
have to
more
watch
cartoons than I watch real life things. The only real life things I watch is like The Office, Brooklyn Nine-Nine,
Yeah.
those type of things.
Yeah, me too.
Silly things.
I
Other than
watch
that,
like I can't sleep.
You
I'm
still
telling
watch
you, bro. I
cartoons?
have to. That's the last
Even
thing I
you?
do is
Yeah.
cartoons.
guys, man, come on. Cartoons.
And
yeah.
cartoons, Teen Titans. I'm talking
And
Cartoon
then they
Network.
wonder what is wrong with the men of the world. It's cartoons, guys.
It's what's right with them, man.
That's good,
No.
bro. Cartoons are dope, bro.
Bro, you can't still be watching Pokemon at this age. Come on.
I don't like
Yes, you're
Pokemon
still not a
anymore.
Play,
Pokemon
bruh.
master.
Yeah.
You haven't
You're
watched
still
cartoons
not a
in,
Pokemon
in
master.
a while. Thanks. If you talk about Pokemon, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, no, there's no Pokemon. bruh. Don't
Pokemon
worry about
hasn't
that.
been since Pokemon was.
Yes.
Yo,
There's a new
bro.
Pokemon now I saw on the TV.
Oh,
It's
so
not
you
a
also
Pokemon.
watching
old, bruh.
cartoons
It's old.
now?
It's old.
No, it's a new one.
It's old. I'm telling you, it's old.
So you watch that one also?
No, I check them, but then I see, this is not
Yeah.
the vibe.
No, what cartoons do you watch?
Teen Titans,
Yeah.
Craig of the Creek, Apple and Onion,
Would you
Pickle and Peanut.
mention this one?
Are these real things that you're saying?
Yeah.
Would you
Pickle and
mention this on a
peanuts,
date?
avocado and mushrooms,
Apple and Onion.
apple and onion.
Yeah.
Would you mention this on a date? Like you're going
Yeah.
on a date, trying to get this girl, and you're like, I watch.
Why not?
Yeah, I always tell the cherries.
Why
I
not,
will
bruh?
put them on, bruh. I will put them on. I'm like,
No,
hey,
guys.
watch this
Hey.
here.
If I were either of y'all, I wouldn't do that, guys.
Hey.
I'm trying to fix the world here.
Why?
Bro.
What must I
You're
talk
watching
about?
cartoons
What
to
must I
begin with.
talk about on the date? I don't know anything. I don't know what's happening on Keeping Up with Kim and the Kardashians.
He
I don't know
doesn't
what-
even
I
know
don't
the
what it's
name of
called,
it.
man. I don't know what's going on. Keeping Up with Kim.
Keeping up
Chloe
with
and-
Kim
I'm
and
just saying
them.
that's not a good way to get girls.
Kim and the Praz.
Keeping the
That's
Owens.
not a good way to get girls. That's all I'm saying. I don't
Okay.
think no girl wants no cartoon watching.
Trust me, my
Guy.
man. Trust
They
me,
like
my man.
cartoons. Girls like cartoons, bro.
Trust me, bro.
No.
I know about girls from
I don't know
the
about girls from here where
Yeah,
you are.
I don't see them
Girls from
watching
the-
no
Yeah.
cartoon.
Nah, them you have to play them Takalani only. Say Takalani Sesame.
Guys,
Yeah, they have to
That's
play
the only one they
educational
know.
No, no,
cartoons,
I
bro.
have to go back there, guys. So I don't want them to fight with me,
Girls
please.
from the hood don't watch cartoons.
They don't
bro.
watch cartoons,
That's
yeah.
for sure. When you say you have a gold tooth, bro, it's
Nah.
done, bro.
You only
done,
watching
bro.
generations
Yeah.
after that. Eh?
Done, bro. It's done, bro. You're
Bewu.
Zanzi Magic, bro. That's it. That's it. That's your cartoons, bro.
Worried about town.
Girls
eh?
from the hood watch Judge Judy in the afternoon, bro. And Judge
I-
Mathis.
Judge
wish-
Mathis, yeah.
I wish I could participate in this girls from the hood thing, but I don't want to die, guys.
Yeah, I also don't want to die, but
I don't
still,
wanna
they
die.
don't watch cartoons. I don't care.
I
what
don't
anyone
think
Yeah.
they watch cartoons
Hell
at all,
no.
bro.
I don't think they want
They're
guys
cooking
also.
stew, except.
Hey, bro, they're busy, bro. You're feeding kids, bro.
Hey, bro.
Our kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? I
Our
don't
kids,
There's a lot of kids in the wood.
There's two.
You
Yeah.
see?
I feel like unprotected sex is just a good way of dealing with.
That's
all
why
the
there's so
things.
many speed humps, you see.
That's why we need more cartoons, bro. That's why you need more cartoons so that they have less kids.
Less kids, you check?
Yeah, like more distractions, less kids. Because when you watch Judge Judy in the afternoon, bro, what are you doing afterwards, bro? Making kids.
No, bro. That's
No, you're making
I'm
dinner,
not
bro.
having
Judge
sex
Judy's
after
late,
watching
isn't
Judge
it?
Judy.
Huh?
Bro, I'll have sex 2 weeks later only. Judge Judy will make my whole anatomy like pop. Like, you're sick if you're having sex
Yeah.
after watching Judge Judy, bro.
Why are you sexualizing Judge Judy?
Yeah, saying people are making children after
What else
watching
is there
Judge
to
Judy.
do?
No, it doesn't mean that he's turned on.
By Judge Judy.
Oh, but there's this one video on the internet, bro. No, not a video, a picture of Judge Judy and she's thick AF, bruh.
Judge Judy.
Bro,
yeah.
she's mad thick. I don't think it's a real thing. But if you search
Judge Judy.
Judge Judy, thick Judge Judy, you'll see it, bro. I'm telling you,
How
I
are
saw
you
it on.
searching that, bro?
No, I saw it on Facebook. Someone posted on Facebook. They were like, yo, Judge Judy looking thick AF. Then I looked at the thing, I'm like, wow. I
Hey,
zoomed, I
Judge-
was like,
Judge-
this
hey,
is Judge Judy.
Judge
I'm
Judy,
like,
boy,
yo. Now, because we only see her from here.
Judge Booty.
We only see her.
You're right.
Because we
only
don't
see the ID, bro.
Plus, even if she stands, she's wearing a whole curtain, so we don't know what's under.
Yeah.
So it's yeah, check, but then
But she's
it's
at
fake.
least 80, bro.
Judge Judy.
70s or 60s.
But not while
70s.
we were watching.
Yeah, true.
She was still a spring chicken that time.
True, she was fresh. Fresh off the law school.
Yeah. Oh, Pasty Judge Judy.
We must conclude now, yo.
Yeah,
Before we
actually.
Get out of hand.
Yeah, we spoke some politics.
Yeah, actually.
That's Judy Booty.
Judge Judy
Judge
Booty.
Cartoon watching guys.
Yeah.
I don't understand, guys. You all need to grow up.
You need to watch it and you'll understand.
Cartoons.
Yeah.
I hardly watch TV. The thing I used to watch on TV was sport. It's when I could afford DSTV. Now,
Yeah, cartoons play on
DSTV
SABC.
should pull up on me with a sponsor. I don't know. DSTV.
They must sponsor you with the Cartoon Network
Phone
channel.
your boy. No, I don't want to watch cartoons. I have better
Nickelodeon,
things to do with my life,
Disney
guys.
Channel.
It's with a
Then you wonder
BBC.
why you're wearing sandals, bruh.
It's Sunday,
You can't
bro.
afford shoes because you're watching cartoons, bruh.
It's Sunday. No, I'm wearing sandals to show my cartoon socks, bruh.
Yeah, that's Rick.
Bruh, you're never gonna get married.
Ha, boy.
That's all I'm saying.
Thank you. I receive.
And on that bombshell,
Yeah.
But anything else you want to add just to...
What do
Close
I
off.
want to add? Drugs are bad. God is good, guys. Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic. Where can people find you?
People. Oh yeah. Sorry. By the way, the show is every Wednesday in Greenside at Velvet Hour Cocktail Bar and Kitchen. Yes, that's the whole name of the place. Every Wednesday the show starts at like 7:45. You can follow me on Instagram at Jed_Bauer, like the pen, Bauer. Yeah, Instagram.
Non-stick.
Yeah, you know that one day when they say, and then the pancake goes.
Yeah. Very marked.
steel, right?
Yeah,
That's advert came when Pokemon was playing, and then
Yeah.
that's advert
Yeah.
came. Very marked adverts, yeah.
yeah.
Then they even cut it in half and show you what metal
Yeah.
is wet in that
They even
thing.
came with that one that flips on its own. It goes this side and this side
Yeah,
to make an
Power
omelet.
pen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's me.
So it's
Jediael
almost like a
Bauer.
George Foreman, but
Nah,
He
boy.
made it, bro. It's his thing.
It's a winner.
it's a winner.
Yeah.
And then that one you'll only have winter, you'll have winter. Winter
Yeah,
sounds so.
winter.
Winter.
I wanna go. there.
Sounds warm.
Winter,
Winter.
yeah. Sounds left.
Yeah,
Sounds
winter's
like, oh,
nice.
it's a nice warm,
It's
warm
winter.
night.
Yeah, and then she's wearing fish slops and a skirt. It's
What
winter.
slops?
Fish slops.
What is fish loves?
Those tongs, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, how's it go
Yeah,
between
yeah.
the toes?
Yeah.
Fish slobs.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, yeah.
No,
aware.
That's,
Yeah,
is that all you wanted to
Yeah.
add?
Yeah, yeah.
Thanks
That's-
for coming
that's
out, bro.
Thanks for
Thanks
having
for
me.
hanging
Shout
out
out,
with us.
guys. Oh yeah, and at Does Comedy SA on Instagram.
In
Yeah,
the
At this comedy
Wait for the
essay.
gram, baby.
Just on Instagram.
yeah. It's only on Instagram at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
Thanks.
Aware.
No, bruh, I need to be inspired. Maybe you must try and inspire me, and then we all catch the inspiration together.
How do I inspire you, sir?
Just say something to motivate me.
Takes, you are beautiful and you can do anything you put your mind to.
Thank you. That's so much better. I hope everyone else does.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yes, some motivation.
Yeah.
No.
Works for me.
Too. I'm good.
Thank you for
Aware.
Thank you.
engaging. Don't do drugs.
Yeah, don't do that.